Good morning from sunny and cold Central Florida. Clouds are out, doing some funny stuff, but it's still very chilly here. And again, as I always say, we are remaining hot, keeping the heat on for you guys. 2-1 day yesterday. Real quick recap before we get into the video. Denver Nuggets and Kings over 239. That sailed over by about 15 points. So easy cash there if you took that. UNC Wilmington against College of Charleston. We had College of Charleston -2. They really just fumbled down the stretch there. They got the game to within 2 points. They were trailing the whole game and then just decided to jack up threes for the last 2 minutes. Didn't make any of them and ended up losing that game. So that's a heartbreaker. We had been undefeated, I believe, in college picks up until that point. So go to Twitter, follow Big Man Krantz. He's giving out our college picks, and go yell at him for losing you money yesterday. No, but seriously, good read by Josh. Home team, right side. Just didn't come to fruition because those kids they're college kids and they don't care. So we'll leave it at that. Third pick was also from Josh in college. It's St. Mary's Gales -9.5 at home against San Francisco. They put the beat down on those boys, so that was an easy cash for us for a 2-1 day. So we're gonna look to stay hot here. We have 4 official picks today on a very short slate. There's only 3 NBA games. They're all pretty terrible. No nationally televised game. We got an NBA TV game if you have that. And then we've got 1 pick in the college basketball, and we'll do 3 picks in the NBA. 2 of them are going to be props, and then we'll have 1 spread pick. So let's get into it real quick for you guys. Got to get these steps in. Sorry for the walking and talking, but that's what we got to do. So let's go with first in the association. We are going to head to Philadelphia, where the Cleveland Cavaliers come calling to take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Cleveland right now sits -10.5, and hammer that line. That's the one. We've been taking a lot of double-digit spreads in the NBA because, as I alluded to yesterday in the video, if you did watch, the NBA really, they're just not focusing enough on these spreads. They're giving out, I mean, this line should be -15. Cleveland just lost to Houston in Houston. They're 36-7. They're probably one of the 2 best teams in the NBA. They care about what's happening. They want the 1 seed. They want home court if they got to play Boston. So that's the kind of stuff that they're looking at. And Philadelphia is on the opposite trajectory. We bet against them the other day. They lost by 30 in Denver. No Joel Embiid again. All they really have to rely on is Tyrese Maxey and Paul George, a shell of Paul George. This guy's not the same player. So, and then Cleveland just got revenge on their mind from losing, not losing to the Sixers, but just losing in general. And they're not trying to drop 2 games in a row, especially to a team that they should beat handily. So I expect them to go out there and do just that. This game could be over in the first half, but so I'm not really worried about any kind of backdoor cover or anything like that. 10.5 is fine. I'd probably take it up to 12. And then it's up to you whether you want to back off of that, because I do expect the line to go up today. I've already locked it in, so try to get to that line as quick as you can. I expect it to move with only 3 games and a lot of action on a Friday night. Bet 2 in the NBA. We're going to stay in that same game. We're going to go with a prop. And I know that I just basically talked crap on props yesterday. And if you're only betting props, that's not the way to go. Spreads is still where you can make money. Totals is where you can still make money. I know full game ideas are kind of tough for people, and they just want to, make one secular. Just, hey, this single dude needs to do his one job, and I don't care about the rest of the game. I get the idea behind props, and they can be effective in spots, and this is one that I see. So back in this same game, Cleveland is really going to focus on doing one thing, and that's just making sure Tyrese Maxey doesn't go off. I did put him down for plus 20 points in a parlay. I think his line is 27. I don't know if he gets to that. But the line that we're going to go with for this pick is going to be Tyrese Maxey under. I don't love unders, but unders and props can be effective. There's a little juice on it, but under 6.5 assists. So we don't want him to get 7 assists. I just don't see in this game script how Tyrese Maxey is going to be having fun out there, slinging the ball around to his teammates for baskets. First of all, you don't have a bunch of dudes scoring. Secondly, no Embiid means no post dumps for easy baskets. They're going to be working their tail off to even score. And he's just too selfish of a player to be the guy distributing. I get that he's the point guard and that's his job, but he's not he's a score-first point guard. That's like asking Donovan Mitchell on the other side to go get you 7 assists a night. It's not what he wants to do. He could if he needed to, but against a team that's much better than you, you're not going to be looking to rely on your teammates to go get the things going for you. It's going to be him putting up shots, which is why I like him to score some points, maybe not his over, but we're going to go under with the assists. So under 6.5 assists, lock that in for Tyrese Maxey. And then our third pick in the NBA is going to be another prop, different game. This game is going to take place in Memphis. And this is an interesting prop. I like to do these personally. A couple of my friends like to do these personally, but I'm not going to give out a ton of these because they're quick, they're hit or miss. It's going to be a first quarter under, and we're going to go to Memphis and look at CJ McCollum on New Orleans taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. CJ's first quarter points line is set at over 7.5. So he's got to score 8 points. We're going to take the under on that. There's slight juice on it, but an 8 is a lot. If you ever pay attention to first quarter props, 8 points is a lot. That's kind of like superstar level points. And given he has scored 30 and 32 the last 2 times that he's played against Memphis. So my thought is that Memphis is going to say, hey, let's not let this guy beat us again. And the way to do that is just the game plan's got to be to get the ball out of his hands. So I expect Memphis to come out and, shut him down. And listen, hey, he can go out there and nail a couple quick shots. He is a great scorer. And breeze past that line and we say, hey, chalk it up to a good scoring night. But I'm gonna stick with the statistics on this one and just say I don't see it. I don't see 8 points coming from him in the first quarter. So that's going to be our third official pick in the NBA. So just to recap NBA real quick, we got the Cleveland Cavaliers minus 10.5 at Philadelphia. We have Tyrese Maxey under 6.5 assists. So get under 7. And then in Memphis, we have the Pelicans taking on the Grizzlies, and we have CJ McCollum to score less than 8 points in the first quarter. If that's not offered at your book, I would take a look at CJ McCollum's under in points. I want to say it's a set at 27.5. Again, he did score 30 and 32 the last 2 times he played them, but I just don't expect that to happen. I think we could see a good game from DeJounte Murray, but I don't see CJ doing that. And our third and final pick, before we let you guys go today and get ready for football this weekend, is going to be in college basketball. We are going to go to Purdue, where the Michigan Wolverines are going to take on Purdue Boilermakers. The line is set at 151 for the total. And I spoke to Josh just a little while ago, and we both kind of lit up at this idea. We both had the same thought, which is going to be, we really like the over. I just expect both these teams, they're high offensive efficiency teams. Purdue's been going over three in a row at home. They've gone over. Michigan, I think, is 9-1 to the over in their last 10 games. So they just finished an overtime game with Northwestern, which went over this total, and Northwestern is no near the scoring threat that Purdue is. The line is set at 4.5, which lets you know it should be a tight game, so we don't expect a blowout that's going to affect the point total at all. I expect these teams to keep it close. A game being played in the mid to high 70s gets us there, which I think is no problem. I think one, if not both of these teams score 80 points. So we're going to lock that in. So again, Purdue and Michigan over 151 or 151 and a half, whatever you have it at, take that total. So quick recap of the video before we go. On this beautiful, beautiful Friday, we are going to go with Cleveland minus 10.5. Tyrese Maxey under 6.5 assists. CJ McCollum under 7.5 first quarter points. And Purdue and Michigan over 151 total points. Guys, have a happy Friday, and let's go get this cash.